Hey Virgo, and welcome to your bi-weekly reading. So this is for Virgo rising or sun signs, and this is for the period of time from the full moon in Capricorn in tropical astrology on July 3rd to the 17th, where we will have the new moon in Cancer in tropical astrology. So we are doing things again a little bit differently this time because why not? Switching it up. So I will explain what these cards are about, how we're doing it differently in just a moment here. One thing I want to say is I have the astrological highlights up for July 1st to the 4th already. So I will have the 5th through the 15th out on the 5th. Just unforeseen circumstances necessitated a little bit of a delay in those videos in that astrological highlight video being complete. So all right, here we go. What kind of spiritual advice do we have for this next 2-week period of time? Very interesting. All right, here we go. So I am looking at what area, because of this being the waning phase of the moon, this is the waning part of the month, this is a good time for us to do some internal checks and see what is not working for us anymore. Like what is weighing us down, not working? Where can we do the spring cleaning even though it's not spring? How can we really do something, clear out space in a place of our life, in an area of our life where if we were to do that, it would have a ripple effect in the most beneficial way throughout all areas of our life, right? So that's what we are looking at, is which area of our life is the area of our garden that we need to prune, pull weeds out, clear out, right? And we're looking at the 7th house, so it's pretty straightforward. It's the house of relationships. And you know, while most of the time the focus is on romantic relationships, let's keep in mind that this can also be like contractual relationships, like a business partnership as well. So something like that also. However, yes, there is a heavy emphasis on the relationship aspect, but yeah, contracts as well, I would say. So contracts between you and somebody close to you, or like you and a business partner, that kind of thing can be up as well. But that's the area of life, right? That's where we're looking at, again, what is not working anymore, what needs to be shifted and changed, what things need to go in terms of either beliefs, ideals, habits, the way that things are functioning, communications that need to happen. This could be bringing in closure or getting resolution in certain things and being able to release and let go of like grudges or right? All the things. I just like to give you guys examples so that you know, kind of like that the color scheme is matching right here. Really digging that. So what kind of spiritual advice do you have with regard to this that would help you through not only this next 2-week period of time, but specifically in this area in addressing this, right? And looking at that as a focal point. And we have showing up here the 4 of Pentacles. And so with the 4 of Pentacles, you know, it's interesting because I know that one of the like key words for this particular card is like being miserly, but I think that it like that is too reductive. It doesn't really like show the full breadth of what this card is really about. This is about having gotten to a place of security and stability that took a while to get to, and being afraid to shake things up in any way, right? And that can be stifling. That can be something that prevents growth, right? Because if we're afraid to do anything that could possibly disturb the peace, and we're afraid of change and things coming in and through that could change, life is change. We might hold on and grasp more tightly. And that's where that kind of like miserly keyword comes in, right? So when we're looking at relationship, you know, the area of relationships, maybe perhaps it took some time for you to get to a place of foundation, solidity, stability, grounding with you and this other person or other people in your life that would fit into this realm, right? And so, you know, there might be a tendency to not want to allow things to come in and change. And, you know, speaking from personal experience, what I've observed in life is when we hold and grasp, which is normal and human. So I'm not definitely throwing any shade out there, but when we do this, that's typically when we experience the most pain and kickback. That's when it is more difficult and challenging. Whereas like if we were to just like allow and release, then like release so much of our control. Like this grasping can come from a place of like wanting to control, and it comes from probably a really innocent and beautiful place of like just like, oh, but this feels like stable right now. Like this feels solid. You know, I want to keep this as it is, and I don't want things to shift and change. And so like, just can it be this way a little bit longer? And so I think there's some changes that are coming around on the horizon during this 2-week period of time. I'm not surprised. We have a lot happening that we will be talking about, especially from the 17th on. So this goes up to the 17th, right before, like right up to that point, like it's like right after that, we have a whole bunch of things happening that are going to be really big, especially in terms of relationship. We're already in Venus shadow. We have Venus retrograde actually hitting exact coming up later in the month. So very shortly after when this reading goes to, which is after the 17th, right? It's a few days later. So this is really up right now. This also, you know, like we're looking at the Earth suit. This has to do with values as well. So, you know, I think that there might be some flux in the values and in terms of like, and stability and structure of the foundational pieces of the relationship or relationships that you're dealing with in this area. So that's what's up. And that's where, if you were to put some time, energy, and attention into weeding that garden, pruning things away that aren't serving, whether that be ideas or people or projects or whatever that have to do with a relationship, whatever it is, looking at what's not working and what's no longer serving, what needs to be released, and just getting rid of that dead weight, this would actually have a ripple effect that would benefit more areas of your life, like just ripple out. So that's what I have for you. If you want a more extensive reading, we can take a look at the beginning, middle, and end of the month in the monthly videos, which I just put out on the 1st. I'll have that up here on the screen. So I hope that this was helpful. If it was, please consider giving the video a like. It does help with the algorithm and me building this channel. If you haven't subscribed already, why not do that now? So that way you don't miss out on any of the new videos. And while you're at it, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything on the horizon. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.